Hello and welcome to The Social Connection. It's your program about social media news, the trends you talked about, the videos you shared and what new changes social media companies offered its users. I'm Preeti Tiwari and with me is Venkatraman.
Thank you, Preeti. Welcome everyone. We are back with yet another edition in which we will take you through the top trends, the latest news and everything that kept buzzing across the social media platforms. But first up, let's have a look at what we have in store for you in this edition.
India hosts first multilateral military exercise in Pune.
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley announces the union budget for the year.
Facebook sets up social VR team to explore virtual reality.
Let's start with the top stories now. India hosts multilateral military exercise with 17 nations in western Pune city for the first time, aimed at exchanging information and training each other's armies in disaster relief and peacekeeping operations. It is the largest ground forces exercise ever conducted on Indian soil and would conclude on March 8th. The field training exercise comprises over 300 participants from 18 ASEAN plus countries, including India, Australia, China, Japan, Russia, South Korea and the United States.
India began a multilateral military exercise with 17 nations in the western city of Pune for the first time on March 2nd. It is aimed at exchanging information and training each other's armies in disaster relief and peacekeeping operations. It is the largest ground forces exercise ever conducted on Indian soil and would conclude on March 8th. The field training exercise, or FTX, called Force 18, comprises over 300 participants from 18 ASEAN plus countries, including India, Australia, China, Japan, Russia, South Korea and the United States. General Officer Commanding-in-Chief of the Southern Command of the Indian Army, Lieutenant General Bipin Rawat, said the exercise will focus on humanitarian mine action and humanitarian assistance and disaster relief while committing for peace and stability in the region. The opening ceremony saw march past by all the participating contingents. The Indian Army contingent of 40 soldiers was led by Lieutenant Colonel Sofia Qureshi, a veteran officer of Corps of Signals. She is the only woman officer contingent commander taking part in the exercise. A soldier of the US Army, Cannon, said it was a great experience and he looked forward to strengthening cooperation between the different armies of the world.
I'm feeling great. It's a great experience to be out here and with the joint training exercise with a lot of other countries and see how everybody else operates.
The training would be conducted at Aundh Military Station and College of Military Engineering in the Pune city. FTX is an exercise in which forces are used to train commanders, staffs and individual units in basic, intermediate and advanced level warfare skills.
Next up, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley unveiled a Rs 19.78 lakh crore budget for 2016-17, earmarking more money for health, literacy and roads. He said that the government aimed to double the farmers' income in the next 5 years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while appreciating the budget, said that this budget has launched many schemes seeking to bring qualitative change in people's life. More details in this report.
Focusing on rural economy and infrastructure with minor rebate for small taxpayers but amnesty for defaulters, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley unveiled a 19.78 lakh crore rupees budget for 2016-17, earmarking more money for health, literacy and roads. Among the various sectors, the allocation for the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare was enhanced by 93% to Rs 44,485 crore rupees. For rural development by 10.7% at Rs 87,765 crore and for health and family welfare by 13% to Rs 39,533 crore. Finance Minister Jaitley said the government aimed to double the farmers' income in the next 5 years. A major boost was also given to infrastructure, including energy, with a 11.3% hike in the outlay to Rs 2,46,246 crore, as also for human resource development, with allocation up by 7% at Rs 72,394 crore. In a bid to boost Make in India, changes were proposed in customs and excise levies on certain inputs to reduce cost and improve competitiveness in sectors such as IT hardware, capital goods, defense, textiles, mineral fuels. chemicals and petrochemicals, and aircraft and ship repair. PM Modi was quick to appreciate the budget and said its focus on development of agriculture, farmers, women and rural areas will give a major push to India's agrarian economy. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley opened his speech saying while the global economy was in stress, India was still going strong. He said the risks of further global slowdown and turbulence are mounting, which complicates the task of economic management for India. But we see these challenges as opportunities.
And Facebook has set up a social VR team to explore virtual reality technologies potential beyond games as it prepares for the consumer launch of its Oculus Rift VR headset. CEO Mark Zuckerberg revealed the plans in a surprise appearance at Samsung's Mobile World Congress press conference held in Spain while talking up the popularity of 360-degree videos on the Facebook.
Facebook has created a social VR team to explore virtual reality technologies potential beyond games as it prepares for the consumer launch of its Oculus Rift VR headset. CEO Mark Zuckerberg made a surprise appearance at Samsung's Mobile World Congress press conference in Barcelona to talk up progress in virtual reality and to promote VR in the future as the most social platform. As per the blog post by Facebook, people have already watched more than 1 million hours of video in Gear VR. Already, millions of people watch 360 videos on Facebook every day. More than 20,000 have been uploaded, with hundreds more added daily. In the conference, apart from launching its 2 new smartphones, Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge, Samsung unveiled its first 360-degree camera, the Gear 360. It takes 360-degree photos and videos that can be uploaded to Facebook and YouTube or viewed as immersive experiences on Samsung's virtual reality headsets.
Today, thanks to this partnership between Samsung and Facebook, this is now possible, and that day is here. And it wouldn't be possible to deliver this experience at this scale and this price without Samsung's experience and excellence in hardware and systems, and all of Facebook's experience delivering software, and of course with Oculus technology.
Facebook is upgrading the quality of 360-degree videos on its service while tasking its new team with developing other kinds of non-games content for VR headsets. The company admits that its work in VR is still early and that there are a lot of hardware and software challenges that they still need to resolve. But Zuckerberg is making the area one of Facebook's priorities.
Well, we are heading for a short commercial break. We have lots of interesting stories coming up. Stay tuned and keep watching The Social Connection.
बहुत बहुत बधाई हो, आपने अपने बच्चों को पोलियो से बचा लिया। लेकिन जब तक दुनिया में पोलियो का एक भी केस है, पोलियो का खतरा बना हुआ है। इसीलिए अब सरकार देश में पोलियो इंजेक्शन की शुरुआत कर रही है, ताकि आपके बच्चे को मिले डबल सुरक्षा। अब अपने 1 साल से छोटे बच्चे को टीकाकरण सत्र में पोलियो की तीसरी खुराक के साथ जरूर दिलवाएं पोलियो का इंजेक्शन। क्यों राधा, इससे क्या होगा पता है ना?
हाँ दीदी, पोलियो से डबल सुरक्षा हमेशा के लिए।
याद रहे, पोलियो की तीसरी खुराक के साथ जरूर दिलवाएं पोलियो का इंजेक्शन।
अधिक जानकारी के लिए अपने पास के स्वास्थ्य केंद्र, ANM या आशा दीदी से संपर्क करें।
मैं अमिताभ बच्चन आज आपके सामने वो कहने जा रहा हूं जो मैंने पहले कभी नहीं कहा। मैं एक रोगी, हेपेटाइटिस बी का रोगी। 1982 में कुली फिल्म की शूटिंग के दौरान मेरे साथ एक दुर्घटना हुई। ऑपरेशन करवाना पड़ा और मेरे शरीर में 60 बोतल खून चढ़ा गया। खून का कोई एक सैंपल हेपेटाइटिस बी इन्फेक्टेड था, जो मेरे लिवर तक पहुंच गया। कई सालों बाद आम जांच के दौरान जब इसका पता चला, तो मुझे यह भी पता चला कि मेरा 1/4 लिवर ही बचा हुआ है। लेकिन सही इलाज के बाद आज मैं आपके सामने खड़ा हूं और काम कर रहा हूं। हेपेटाइटिस बी से बचने का पहला उपाय है शिशु के जन्म पर पहला टीका लगवाएं और पहले साल में 3 और नियमित टीके लगवाएं। ये आपका पहला कदम होना चाहिए। मुफ्त टीकाकरण के लिए अपने पास के स्वास्थ्य केंद्र जाएं और पूरी जानकारी लें। देखिए, ये जो हेपेटाइटिस बी है, इससे हम डरेंगे नहीं, लड़ेंगे।
किशोर अवस्था हम सब की जिंदगी का बहुत ही अहम पड़ाव होता है, जिसमें हम सब बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण शारीरिक और मानसिक बदलावों से गुजरते हैं। इस उम्र में खून की कमी यानी अनीमिया काफी आम है, जिसके कारण कमजोरी, चिड़चिड़ापन और थकान जैसी शिकायतें आती हैं। सप्ताह में एक बार IFA की नीली गोली लेना किशोर अवस्था में विकास के लिए सहायक होता है। ये नीली गोली शासकीय शालाओं, आंगनबाड़ी केंद्रों और शासकीय स्वास्थ्य संस्थाओं में निशुल्क मिलती है। मैं आशा करती हूँ कि आप सब किशोर और किशोरियां साप्ताहिक IFA की इस नीली गोली का सेवन जरूर करेंगे।
Welcome back to Social Connection. You must all be familiar with the top trending topics of the week. But here is a quick wrap of the trends that rule different social media platforms.
Social media giant Facebook has finally launched the much-awaited recrafted version of Like button. Users no longer have to take time and effort to write dislike on Facebook, as the company now provides a selection of expressive images, reactions to use for wider variety of occasions than simply hitting like. The faces and a heart have names: love, haha, woe, sad or angry. Facebook has been quietly testing reactions since October. However, after the worldwide rollout began on Wednesday last week, it will likely be on every device that runs Facebook in the next few days. CEO Mark Zuckerberg credited users with sparking the change. He said in a post that not every moment you want to share is happy. Sometimes you want to share something sad or frustrating. Users wanted more options in responding to posts, especially sad ones, such as death of a loved one or a tragic news story. Facebook said reactions would have the same impact on ad delivery as likes. The company said that over time it hoped to learn how different reactions should be weighed differently by the Facebook news feed to customize it for individual users.
And the Oscar goes to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio won his first Oscar for his leading role in the movie The Revenant. The 41-year-old actor had been nominated 4 times previously for an Oscar over a career spanning 25 years, but he was favored to finally take home the Best Actor Academy Award this year for his grueling portrayal of a fur trapper left for dead in an icy wilderness after being mauled by a bear. In a fight for survival, his Revenant character Hugh Glass treks through snow-covered forests, gets swept away in a waterfall, sleeps inside the carcass of a disemboweled horse, and hungrily eats raw bison liver before making it back to his camp. In his acceptance speech, DiCaprio thanked directors past and present, his family and his friends. Yet, unsurprisingly, given his passions, he was also thoughtful in speaking about climate change and finding leaders who speak for all of humanity, for the indigenous people of the world, for the billions and billions of underprivileged people who will be the most affected by this. DiCaprio had already won the Globe and Screen Actors Guild trophies for the role, which transformed the heartthrob from movies like Titanic and Romeo and Juliet into a greasy-haired 1820s fur trapper who barely speaks after the bear ripped his throat.
Tonight for granted. Thank you so very much.
A Soyuz capsule carrying NASA astronauts Scott Kelly and Russian cosmonauts Mikhail Konenko and Sergei Volkov landed in Kazakhstan on Wednesday. Kelly and Konenko had been aboard the space station for 340 days, about twice as long as previous crew. Their flight sets a record for the space station and for the longest US space mission. Throughout their nearly year-long stay in space, 52-year-old Kelly and 55-year-old Konenko have been the subjects of dozens of medical experiments and science studies designed to learn more about how weightlessness and the high radiation environment of space impact the human body. The research is intended to help the US Space Agency and its partners to develop plans for eventual human missions to Mars that will last at least 2 years. Kelly's 340-day mission eclipses the previous US record-long space flight of 215 days set by former astronaut Michael Lopez Algria aboard the space station in 2007. A 5-year-old Afghan boy who gained internet fame when photographs showing him wearing a plastic bag mimicking a Lionel Messi football shirt went viral, received a jersey from the player. Murtaza Ahmadi from Ghazni province in rural eastern Afghanistan received an Argentina and Barcelona shirt in a package along with a ball from the UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador Messi. Back in January, the boy asked his father for a shirt like his hero Messi's, but it was outside the means of his family. His family decided to dress him in a blue and white plastic bag to mimic the Argentina color, and the images of Murtaza wearing the makeshift jersey went viral online in no time. The Afghan Football Federation said on its website it was in contact with the representatives of Messi and would arrange for Murtaza to meet the player soon. Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan launched the trailer of his upcoming thriller drama Fan in entertainment capital Mumbai on Monday. The film narrates the obsession of a lookalike fan, Gaurav, for a movie star Aryan Khanna and how it transforms him. During the launch event, Shah Rukh Khan thanked his fans for making him a star. He said that the film was very special not only for the director Manish Sharma, who made a debut with this film, but for the whole crew.
हमारी जो फैन फिल्म है वो एक लुक लाइक लड़के के बारे में जो समझता है वो एक मूवी स्टार आर्यन खन्ना की तरह लगता है. And then what happens to him in his life.
The film under the banner of Yash Raj Productions is set to hit theatres on April 15.
Moving on, Forbes magazine announced its annual list of the world's richest person, which was topped by Microsoft founder Bill Gates for the 17th time. Spanish retail giant Amanico Ortega came in second, while chairman of Reliance Industries Mukesh Ambani has once again been named the richest Indian by Forbes in their 2016 list. More details in this report.
Forbes magazine announced its annual list of the world's richest persons on March 1st, which was topped by Microsoft founder Bill Gates for the 17th time. Gates has held the #1 spot 17 times in the last 22 years, even though the magazine says that his wealth has shrunk to $75 billion, down from $79.2 billion last year. Spanish retail giant Amancio Ortega came in second with a net worth of $67 billion. The Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, remained in the third spot, despite the fact that his net worth dropped by $11.9 billion to $60.8 billion. Mukesh Ambani, chairman of Reliance Industries, has once again topped the list of Indian billionaires with a net worth of $19.3 billion. He's ranked 36th globally. Amazon.com founder and CEO Jeff Bezos moved up 10 spots to number 5 with a net worth now estimated at $45.2 billion. At number 6 is Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, who is the biggest gainer on the 2016 list. Zuckerberg's fortune is up $11.2 billion for a total net worth of $44.6 billion. The richest woman in the world is French cosmetics giant L'Oreal heiress Liliane Bettencourt, with an estimated net worth of $36.1 billion. According to the magazine, 1,810 billionaires made the list, down from 1,826 in 2015. Their average net worth is $3.58 billion, down $280 million from $3.86 billion in 2015.
Well, don't go anywhere. We are heading for a short break. We'll be back soon and we have lots of interesting stories coming up. Stay tuned.
भारत में लगभग 3 करोड़ विकलांग जन हैं, किंतु हमारे सरकारी भवन, अस्पताल, विद्यालय विकलांग जनों के लिए सुगम्य नहीं है। यही हाल हमारे रेलवे स्टेशन, बस स्टॉप, बसों तथा रेलगाड़ियों का है। हमारी वेबसाइट्स यदि W3C सुगम्यता मापदंडों को पूरा नहीं करती, तो वे दृष्टिबाधित और श्रवण बाधित व्यक्तियों के लिए पूरी तरह उपयोगी नहीं है। आइए हम बाधा रहित वातावरण का निर्माण करें। सुगम्य भारत अभियान। देश का प्रत्येक विकलांगजन अन्य सामान्य व्यक्तियों के समान स्वावलंबी होकर सम्मान और गरिमा के साथ जीवन यापन करे। सुगम्य भारत, सशक्त भारत।
अस्पताल में गंदगी हो सकती है, कुछ छूना मत और बीमार पड़ जाओगी।
अरे दीदी, अब सब बदल रहा है।
इतनी साफ सफाई?
जी, हम सब ने मेहनत की है ताकि आपके इलाज में कोई कमी ना आए।
बदल रहा है, बदल रहे हैं। स्वास्थ्य केंद्र अब स्वच्छ हो रहे हैं और ये आपके ब्लॉक में भी संभव है। बस पहल करनी पड़ेगी, हमको और आपको भी। स्वच्छता का संकल्प करें, स्वास्थ्य केंद्र का कायाकल्प।
क्या बात है राशिद, फर्स्ट डिवीजन में पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करने के बाद भी तुम उदास हो? लेकिन सर वो सोच रहे होगे कि खर्चा कहाँ से आएगा। हाँ, चिंता मत करो, अब जिंदगी की दौड़ में तुम जैसे स्टूडेंट्स को पीछे मुड़कर देखने की कोई जरूरत नहीं होगी, क्योंकि अब तुम्हारे साथ है मौलाना आजाद नेशनल फेलोशिप।
फेलोशिप हमारे लिए सर?
हाँ, तुम्हारे लिए और अल्पसंख्यक समुदाय के उन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए जिनकी सालाना पारिवारिक आय 2.5 लाख रुपए से कम है और जिन्होंने किसी भी सरकारी विश्वविद्यालय से जूनियर रिसर्च फेलोशिप या एमफिल के लिए आवेदन दिया है।
अधिक जानकारी के लिए लॉग इन करें www.minorityAffairs.gov.in पर या कॉल करें टोल फ्री नंबर 1800112001 पर। सबका साथ, सबका विकास।
NRI लड़के से शादी हुई तो फैमिली में सब बहुत खुश हुए, लेकिन विदेश पहुंचकर मालूम पड़ा कि मेरे हस्बैंड ने शादी के लिए सब झूठ बोला था। काम काज से लेकर प्रॉपर्टी तक के बारे में सब इन्फॉर्मेशन गलत थी। मेरे साथ उसका बर्ताव दिन पर दिन खराब होता गया, मारपीट, मेंटल टॉर्चर, और जब पता चला कि वो पहले से ही शादीशुदा है तो मैं बिल्कुल टूट गई। विदेश में रहते हुए उसके चंगुल से निकलना मेरे लिए मुश्किल था।
NRI लड़के से शादी तय करने से पहले उसका एम्प्लॉयमेंट रिकॉर्ड, सोशल सिक्योरिटी नंबर, पासपोर्ट डिटेल्स और मैरिटल स्टेटस के बारे में अच्छी तरह से जान लेना बहुत ही जरूरी है। और ध्यान रखें, NRI शादी को भारत में ही कानूनन दर्ज करवाएं। गलत NRI शादी में फंस चुकी कोई भी महिला तुरंत मदद के लिए पुलिस और एम्बेसी में संपर्क कर सकती है और साथ ही राष्ट्रीय महिला आयोग की वेबसाइट पर जाकर NRI सेल में ऑनलाइन कंप्लेंट भी रजिस्टर कर सकती है।
Welcome back to the Social Connection. According to a report by social media giant Facebook, internet users globally grew by 300 million to 3.2 billion at the end of 2015, partly due to affordable data and rising global income. Despite this progress, the developing world is a long way behind as far as connectivity is concerned, and even as urban areas are connected. Take a look.
Social media giant Facebook has said that internet users globally grew by 300 million to 3.2 billion, that is 43% of the world's population at the end of 2015, partly due to affordable data and rising global income. Over the past 10 years, connectivity increased by approximately 200 to 300 million people per year. The report also suggests that 4.1 billion people were not internet users by the end of the year 2015, down from 4.3 billion in 2014. During 2014, lower prices for data and rising global incomes have made mobile data packages of 500 megabyte per month affordable to 500 million more people. The highest estimates of 3G and 4G coverage suggest that 1.6 billion people live outside mobile broadband coverage, an improvement compared to 2 billion at the end of 2014. Most people connect to the internet using mobile devices, which are the only way to get online in many parts of the world. According to a study, around 2.7 billion people did not have mobile phone subscriptions in 2015. Despite this progress, the developing world is a long way behind as far as connectivity is concerned, and even as urban areas are connected. In many countries, women use the internet far less than men. And even if the entire world lived within the range of the necessary infrastructure, nearly 1 billion people remain illiterate or otherwise unable to benefit from online content. Facebook said it is collaborating with the Center for International Earth Science Information Network at Columbia University to validate detailed maps of population distribution produced for 20 countries using new machine learning techniques. If there is no significant change to current trends, more than 3 billion people will remain offline by 2020, nearly all in developing countries, the report by Facebook said.
Well, it's time to see all the feedback that you sent in on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube.
Well, that is the end of our show. Continue sending in your feedback, comments as you have been on ddnews.com at gmail.com, on our Twitter handle at @DDNewsLive, our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel.
Well, yes, we hope that you enjoyed the show as much as we did in presenting it to you. And before we sign off, we leave with an interesting video. See you again next week. Thank you and goodbye.
you